Monday, March 16th. We are halfway through the month and I wanted to come say hi and check in with you guys because it has been a bit since I last filmed on this channel. I'm just feeling a lot more clarity and motivation, inspiration, all of those things, and I think that has a lot to do with the fact that Mercury retrograde is coming to an end. Aries season is upon us. The spring equinox is upon us. I'm so excited. I always feel so just excited and like rejuvenated and energized during this time of year. So yes, I'm going to take advantage of it and not repeat cycles. No repeating cycles. No more hibernation for me. I can't do it anymore. I mean, I can, but it'll come back. But I'm over this hibernation. I need to like get out. I need to crawl out of my little den and say, hello world, here I am. It is currently 9 a.m. I'm just kind of chilling, drinking some coffee before I get my day going. And I figured right now would be a perfect time to talk to y'all. It's very gloomy out. And I want to get a roll on this vlog. I need to just make momentum. I've talked about it in the past, I'm pretty sure. I need to just make some momentum. Yeah, so the past 2 months, the first 2 months of the calendar year have been fucking crazy. I don't typically set like New Year's resolutions. I'll set intentions more towards the astrological New Year, so the spring equinox, but I do like to kind of reflect. I like to reflect. I like to get the reflection process started and start taking inventory of my life. What's going well for me? What's not really working out? What do I need to improve on? What am I neglecting? This, that, and the other. Obviously, something on my priorities was YouTube, making art, and just really pursuing those creative endeavors because that's what lights my heart on fire. That's what makes me excited to wake up every single day. That's what brings me life. That's just what's exciting to me. And so I really wanted to prioritize that. But the first 2 months of the calendar year have been fucking pure chaos. It's just been really difficult the past 2 months to clock out, to like log out, not look at it, not let it consume me, because I want to be aware, I want to be educated, I want to know what the fuck is going on. Like, I think it's important to witness and recognize what's going on in the world. But it's also a very unusual thing to be able to witness such suffering through our phones. It is something that at least my human brain is really having a hard time making sense of, because it does not make sense, and it is just very unusual to be able to witness a lot of the things that are going on like firsthand on your phone, just like easily accessible right there. I feel like I've briefly kind of talked about, you know, you gotta make boundaries, you gotta make time for joy, you gotta make time for hope, you gotta dream of a better future. And I gotta practice what I preach, and I'm human, and so sometimes it's difficult to not get wrapped up in it and to not respect those boundaries, because, you know, that's how it's designed, is to keep us debilitated and occupied and stagnant. And I'm sure if you are paying attention or whatever, you can relate. I'm definitely not unique in this experience. I know even the people around me are going through it, and it's like having these hard conversations and people trying to do mental gymnastics to figure out what, how, when, why, like what is going on. And it's just complete fuckery, depravity, chaos. I'm trying to balance that, staying aware, still going along with my life and playing the game of gotta go to work, gotta make money, gotta pay the bills, like still doing all that, while also feeling extremely creatively malnourished. I don't even know how else to describe it. Like, I am definitely lacking. My creative process has been missing, and that just makes me so sad and so depressed. And then just with what's going on in the world makes me so sad and depressed. And so I'm like, just have not been feeling good, and have just had to like hibernate and make it to the next day, to be completely honest. And it's something also difficult because I do struggle with mental health. I have dealt with mental health issues since I was a young girl. I just have really big feelings, and it's been hard because I have worked incredibly hard to get to this point in my life. I did not even think I would be 26, turning 27, like did not think I would be here at this age. So I've done a lot of work, and I've had to just like push through. I've just been working through all of those emotions and all of those things the past 2 months. But like I said, with some of the planetary action kind of coming to an end or starting up, I'm feeling a lot more creatively inspired. I'm feeling like that little fire in my heart she's burning, and she's getting bigger. She's burning, and she's getting large and in charge. And I always get really excited for this time of year because I always feel like ready. You know, I feel very ready to dive into my endeavors and to be very serious about what's important to me. And I've also just been having a lot of conversations with myself about what's important to me. What do I want out of this life? And what am I willing to do to do that? Like, what am I willing to do to be happy? What am I willing to do to actually find peace? And what does that even mean for me? So there's been a lot of deep conversations going on with myself about that. So that is partially where I've been. And then just the reality of having to have a normal job has been very exhausting, and not in the sense of like, I don't want to work, which none of us want to work. So I have long-term goals that obviously cost money. And with the rate that I'm working and how much I'm making with my current job, I just like, it's just going to delay the process of getting where I want to go. So it's been something I've had to contemplate a lot over the past couple months. And I finally have something lined up that I think is going to work out. Let's move on. I am really excited to continue filming for you guys and come share my life and my art and my endeavors with y'all. I'm really excited about some things I have coming in the works, and yeah, I'm just excited about feeling inspired again and feeling, you know, like I just feel so like this is who I am. I'm an artist. I know that I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Like, I don't know. I've really entered this phase in my life of like self-delusion almost, where I'm like, I wholeheartedly believe in myself. I know that I can accomplish what I want to accomplish. I know that I can get it done. I know that I can create the life that I want to live. I just have to have the fucking audacity. And so that's what we are practicing lately, is having the goddamn audacity. And not being afraid to try, not being afraid to be seen trying, being nonchalant is out the door. We're not being nonchalant no more. It doesn't work for me. So yeah, check in with you guys here in a little bit. Okay guys, so I just got back from a walk and then I have started to meal prep, as you can kind of see back there. But I just wanted to come in with an update because while I was walking, I officially got confirmation of that new job offer, which is exciting in its own way. I do want to do my best to separate my work from my personal life and my creative endeavors, so I really don't plan on talking about it a lot. I will be starting next Monday, so there are a lot of things that have to happen in the next week, so I'll take you guys along that journey, but I don't plan on sharing too much or really talking a lot about my job. But I just want to share the good news because it's the good news, it's exciting, and yeah, so now Wednesday at like 9:45 a.m. I'm currently at work, but this week is my last week at this job, so this will be the last time I'm picking up Walmart. But I have some time to kill while I wait for my order to be ready, so I thought that I would check in with you guys, especially because I did not film yesterday. A lot is changing very quickly in my life, like getting the news on Monday that I have a new job, having to tell my current job, and then having to transition. And they're two very different jobs, like very, very different jobs. So it's just a lot of change, and it's a lot of good change, to be fair. But it's just a lot of change to manage. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm just waiting to pick up Walmart, sitting in my car, drinking coffee. It is unusually warm for this time of month where I live. Like usually it's winter still, and it is like, girl, the trees are blooming, the flowers are blooming, the birds are out. Like I'm in a tank top. My stomach is making sounds. So anyway, I'm gonna go check and see if my order is ready, and I'll check in with you guys once I get a moment to. Monday. It's been a whole week since I've talked to you guys, so it is 7 a.m. and I am chilling in my room. And yeah, so it's been a whole week, and that is because, like I told you guys, I got a new job lined up. It happened very quickly. I feel like the transition has been going very fast, and I haven't really had a lot of time to process it really. So that's why last week was so incredibly busy, because I just had to navigate the transition of my old job to this new job that I'm starting today. There was a lot that went into it. Obviously, leaving an old job, I had to get things sorted at my old job, get things sorted in my real life, get things sorted for this new job. And it's a work from home job, which is really, really nice. I've worked for this employer before, so I'm not super nervous or anxious. I know exactly what I'm getting myself into, but it was just a lot very quickly. Yeah, it was. I feel like I'm still acclimating and getting used to what this next chapter in my new reality is going to look like. Some things I have to do today though. I was reading this book and it is due at the library, so I actually need to return it, but I'm kind of thinking that I want to ask if I can just keep it, but I know I have to bring it into the library, so that's something that I would like to do today. I don't know if I will get the chance to. Somatic healing and like nervous system healing is something that is calling to me. Like, I just feel really called to research it and to really get, I don't know, really just dive into it, because I have tried regular forms of therapy. I have been in talk therapy since I was like a kid. So I have done my fair share of like talk therapy and treatment and things like that. And I feel like I've kind of hit a wall with certain things. Like, I just feel like there's a threshold that I can't break through with like talk therapy. So I've been exploring other ideas and other methods of healing. Obviously, I know we will never fully be healed, but there are definitely things that I know I need to work on and that are holding me back. But it definitely feels more so like I got my mental figured out, but it's like more so a body thing. So somatic healing and nervous system stuff is something I'm really interested in.